We don't think at all that we found even half of the cases that are out there.
A nationwide problem touches home, the new cases of human trafficking and the disturbing trends behind them.
From WDRB, Fox News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Bill Alexander.
And I'm Julie Tam. Catholic Charities is looking into 17 cases of human trafficking in Kentucky, discovered just since last June. Now, statistics show as many as 17,000 people are trafficked into the U.S. each year, so Kentucky likely has many more victims than we know.
We don't think at all that we found even half of the cases that are out there.
Project manager Marissa Castellanos says Catholic Charities is just starting to scratch the surface of the human trafficking problem right here in Louisville and across the Commonwealth. While most cases involve immigrant victims,
trafficking does not have to involve crossing an international border. Trafficking can happen to someone in their own town.
Plenty of child runaways in Kentucky are sold into forced labor and prostitution.
Usually within the first couple days that they're on the street, they'll be preyed on by a man who might act as a father figure to them or pretend to be their boyfriend. And in the end, he's really seasoning them to eventually force them into prostitution.
So they can never get off the streets. They have their IDs taken away from them.
Victims are mostly women, but about 1 in 5 victims is a man. The Ursuline Sisters of Louisville held a seminar today to educate the public on the dark world of modern-day slavery, teaching them clues to spot a victim of human trafficking.
Someone whose movements are controlled, who seems afraid to talk to individuals, who's living at the place of employment, who talks about having to work off a debt, and who doesn't seem able to leave.
Attorney Gretchen Hunt has helped such victims.
People have been broken down to such an extent that it's really hard for them to trust anyone, and they're often extremely afraid of what would happen if they tried to prosecute the trafficker.
Now, Kentucky did pass a human trafficking law that went into effect in July 2007, and since then, Catholic Charities says the only known case of felony human trafficking that made it to court was dismissed.
Catholic Charities is working 17 cases of human trafficking uncovered since June in the state of Kentucky. The Ursuline Sisters of Louisville held a seminar today to teach the public how to spot the victims of modern-day slavery and sex trade. Statistics show 1 in 5 victims is a man. And that's a look at your top stories on Fox News at 10.